I just wanted to share something pretty cool because we know our motto this year, ASB, is own the house, right? And in order to own the house, owning the house means having multiple policies in there or making sure that anytime that your client meets a friend or a family member or something like that that may need our help, they're going to refer you, right? And so now how do we take and utilize the relationships that we have with our clients to catapult us up into where people that don't know us can find us, right? And I think I came out with an awesome way to do that. So stay tuned. I'm going to share how we're going to utilize technology over here to go ahead and, like I said, catapult our online authority by utilizing our customers and technology. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is where we want to start showing up when people are searching. There's no place, right? There's no real better place to get a lead from than when someone goes to actually, that needs help, right? And actually goes and requests information or says, hey, I need help. Can you help me? Now, a lot of people do Facebook marketing and so forth. That stuff is great. We utilize that a lot for retargeting for the people that we have that come already to us. But when we want to try to find, people that don't know us, what do you think they're going to actually do when they need your help, right? They're going to actually go on and type in best Medicare agent if we're looking at life insurance or Medicare or health insurance, right? Best life insurance agent in XYZ town, okay? So if you're not showing up on Google, right, when people that are searching for help don't know you, it's going to be hard for them to find you. And it's also going to be hard to compete against the big companies that are out there that are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars to go ahead and be up here on top of, the reviews and so forth, right? So what we have created here, or what I've actually created using technology, is a platform that is one system that connects to the agents, that connects to the agent's clients, connects to all the social media channels and all of the review channels, and then also gives the agent a cool tool, which is utilized through a digital business card that I have created that has a review link on it that you can actually share with your clients, right? So if you're in the house, that's one of the biggest reasons why a lot of agents and so forth don't get reviews. Everybody knows you need them, right? But how do you ask for them? How do you get them? Well, we're lucky because a lot of times, or most of the times, most of our clients love us, right? And so why not utilize the perfect situation or utilize or have a plan, right, to utilize a tool, your digital business card, and the client at a perfect time when they know they loved you, right, where you just help them out or you just delivered a policy and they're happy, right? That's the time that you want to ask, right? And you want to make it as simple as possible for people to go ahead and get those reviews. So let's check out how this system works, and I'm actually going to show you how quickly it is that the agent shared it, number one, how it came into us, that review, okay, how we're going to respond to the review, and then how I'm going to now take that agent and make him look like a rock star on all the social media channels that we are currently posting reviews and content on, which is basically Facebook and Google My Business. So let's get started. All right. Ultimately, here's what we created. Utilizing a marketing system that I put together, it's called P10X, Premium 10X. We build digital business cards for agents to basically become a mobile billboard for them that they can share with referral partners and with their clients and so forth, right? And on this digital business card, we could print these things out. They're all customized for the agent. They could literally open one of these up from a link, put their picture in, enter their contact information, and bada bing, boom, their digital business card is created. Now, from the management side, we actually manage the data that's collected from everybody that's shared with, that these business cards are shared with, right? But also, we can control the reviews and so forth that are coming in. So we have one main hub that we built, right? So I have one main marketing system that I created that is just tied to all the places where people can communicate back with us that don't know us, right? So ultimately, we want to be able to control that and not have to have the agent worry about replies back to reviews and things along those lines, or posting stuff on social media. We know nobody's got time for that stuff, right? So here's what's cool. Agent's in the house, Jim in this situation, okay? He just delivered a policy, and he pops out his digital business card, says, hey, before I leave, I want to share this with you just so you have it. If you need to share my info with a client or whatever, just share this link, okay? Oh, but by the way, if you wouldn't mind, click here on the give us the review, right? So if I go back over here, click here for me. And if you're happy with our services, we'd love your feedback, right? And that's all you got to say. And generally, like I said, if you hit them at the right time, they're going to give you that review because you just solved some major problems for them, right? If you did your job. All right. So what's cool is, we want to make sure that not only are we getting reviews in the places that we want reviews, but we want to mitigate bad reviews, right? We know some people aren't happy all the time. If you're dealing with a lot of people, stupid things can happen. That may not even be your fault, but people don't know who to blame, so they might go ahead and leave a bad review, right? Well, we want to try to minimize that as possible. So what we've done is we created a system here to where, we're going to basically get the best reviews that we possibly can for you and your agency or your agents. So we can go ahead and tie this to Facebook, to Google, to any of the other trusted review websites, and we can put an order on which ones actually show up. So let's just say you want Google reviews, right? So if you notice here that if they click on this, it's going to pop up to leave us a Google review. And what's neat is it's not going to just take them to the Google review page. It's actually going to pop up to where it makes it real simple, real quick. If a client opens up your review tab, right, from your digital business card, and they go ahead and say, yeah, I love this guy, I'm going to give him a 5-star review. You can see it took him right to Google, right? I'll give them the choice to take and go to Google. And then what's neat, though, is it doesn't just take them to the part where they have to type out and fill out all this information and give agreements and okays. As long as they have a Gmail account, which the system would know when they actually open up that form, that review form on their desktop, the review form has code in it that'll actually know if they have a Gmail account that's open, or if they don't and they have Facebook, they'll have a Facebook account open. It will switch which review it's going to ask them for, because we sometimes want both reviews, but we really would like the Google reviews. But again, having a review is better than no review. So if a client does not have a Google or Gmail account, it's a pain to try to get a Gmail or Google review. The way I set it up is if they don't have a Gmail account and they don't have that possibility to leave us a Google review, it's going to pop up and leave Facebook if they have Facebook open. If they don't have either, it'll pop up to an agent review site, which they don't need to have any of these channels. Or if they don't have Facebook or they don't have Google, it's still going to pop up with a way that they can leave us a review. Okay. So what's going to happen here? Let me go back. If they go back and they go ahead and just give us 5 stars right here, and then they'll drop their review in here and hit post. Boom. Now, let's just say the person wasn't really that happy with the service, or it was something that went wrong. If they go ahead and click on here, it's going to have a feedback form that's going to pop up and allow them to submit their name, email, and feedback. It's going to come into our main account where we control all of the feedback. Okay, let me just pop it open here. And you'll actually have a pipeline status that will have negative feedback or any of that kind of stuff. So there's different pipelines that we can have in here, and we could see the negative feedback. So the agency itself, whoever it is that is managing that feedback, it could be like a receptionist or something like that, this would be tied to their account, and they could actually get that feedback report, give it to the agent to respond, or they can also reply and leave our reviews for the agents that get reviews that come in. So again, that's off the plate. Okay, so if a review comes in, just like this morning with Jim Byers' review, you could see the second that that lady or that client, customer, went ahead and left that review, it notifies us as the agency, comes right into our main conversations, tab here, which is basically anybody that's responded or left us a review, or positive or negative, will show up here. And now you get to go in and actually respond. So you could let's do it real quick. Thanks. We love to make Medicare easy. So one of the tips that I would always suggest too, everything that has to do with Google, okay? Google is basically, it's a search engine, okay? So what does that mean? It means that it finds answers to questions that people have. That's all. So everything inside of Google is worked by the algorithms, right? And so you want to utilize those algorithms as much as possible. And one of the biggest things that helps you be found is that you utilize keywords that are relevant to the topics and the things that you help people with, okay? Not only in your website, not only in whatever content that you're posting or creating, but as well as in your actual responses to your reviews. Now, it's huge that you actually respond to reviews because Google actually looks at this. You know, how many reviews do you have coming in? How many have you replied to? They like when you reply. It means it's not a robot that's answering or whatever the case may be, okay? So the other thing is when you do reply, you want to go ahead and utilize as many of those keywords without sounding kind of corny as possible in your actual reply. So if we go back here to my screen and you see the way I'm replying here, it says here, thanks Lisa for your great feedback. We love to help make Medicare easy. You know, let us know if you ever let's just say that's perfect. Let's just leave it simple. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send that. Okay, cool. So again, getting back to my point, how do we utilize the clients that we already have to show the people that don't know us how awesome we are? And here's how we do it, okay? Going back to my digital business card. Because the way I do this digital business card is it is, like I said, a mobile billboard for us as the agents, right? And how well our agency is. Because when we go ahead and reply to this, not only can the people leave the feedback, right? The clients can leave the feedback here, but you know what's really neat is you could actually go in here and you could see all of our reviews that pop up here. So now when you're in a house with somebody that doesn't know you and you share this digital business card with them, like I said, it's a mobile billboard, right? And you lock it into their phones. And I got plenty of cool ways of doing that as well. But that's one part of it. Okay, so now watch how awesome this is. So now on the agency side, what we have our marketing team do is as soon as that review comes in, boom, we go ahead and respond, okay? All of that is all tracked to our dashboard here, all of our reviews and so forth. We can actually send review requests right out from here. We have I've designed campaigns for old clients, for new clients, for people that just closed policies, for people that you met at an appointment but you didn't close, but you still gave them some value. I have campaigns that we could launch your list into and get some massive reviews for the agents and agencies, which we're working on putting out together right now. Right? But right now, the next step that I do to really blow this whole thing up is I've created a template in Canva, okay, for all of our agents. And when that review comes in, we simply pop open this Canva template, drop the review in here under the agent, okay, save this. We go ahead and basically upload that into our system. And then here's what is so cool. All right, so inside our support account, we want one tool. The problem is we know we're all busy. You get a review from Facebook, you got to go into Facebook to go ahead and respond. You get a review from Google, you got to do the same thing, different platforms, right? If you're trying to respond back to these people, Messenger, Facebook, your phone, then you go back, you're jumping all over the place. We wanted one system, right? Not only do we want one system to respond to these leads and respond to, well, actually any leads that come in, I'll show you that later. Any leads that come in, any correspondence from customers or from any of the chats or channels that we have out there from our websites, the agents' digital business cards, anywhere. We wanted to have it all in one place. We wanted to be able to manage that easily for them. But here's what's even cooler. Now, imagine we're able to take and now hook up as many of the agents' business accounts for their Facebook and for their Google My Business accounts, and we could take and create that one post, right, for the agent and drop it on all our social media accounts right then and there, or we could do it and schedule it out over time, right? So check this out. I built a social media planning tool inside of our system that houses everything, right? And we right now at this point can connect to Facebook business pages and Facebook accounts, and we can connect to Google My Business, and we can also connect to Instagram. Soon it'll be LinkedIn and everything else is coming out. But right now, if we had LinkedIn set up and we had the other accounts all set up in here, okay, I'd be able to drop this one post once through one software and blow it out to everybody. But not only that, I can go into one place and respond directly to these people from one system, from one pipeline, that we respond back to them on any channel they responded to us on, right? I'll show you how easy that is. So to not waste more time, I'm going to show you what I did. So I took that post that I created, that image that I created in Canva, to blow up Jimmy Buyer, right? And again, our goal is to people find us anywhere on social media. We want to know that we're legit. We don't want to show people, or we don't want to tell people how good we are. We want to show them, right? Show them by getting reviews. So here's how we do this. Create one post, okay? If you'd like to work with James or leaving feedback, click this link to his digital business card. So now I have a link that they can get Jim, from any of the posts that anybody may see on our channels. And what's cool is when you're doing it with Google My Business, you can actually have a call to action button here. Let me go down here. Sorry. Too many screens going on, man. Anyhow, you can go to connect whatever the accounts that you want to drop. So right now I have it connected to, we have an older Facebook page, we have a newer Facebook page, and our Google My Business account. I drop in that image, I drop in the text that we want, the copy, have the agent's digital business card link in here. For the Google My Business, I put the call to action, book, and I drop his digital business card in here. Okay. And I checked off all three. This is what it looks like on each, and I just go post. And I want to go post now. So give this a second. Boom. It's posted. So now if we go to our American Senior Benefits page, refresh this. There it is. Check that out. Boom. Look at Jimmy Buyer showing up, right? That's on Google My Business. Now you can see we got a link, call to action off of the Google My Business back into our own so we can collect the data on that, right? Number one. Number two, let's go to our Facebook page. Check it out. There you go. This is the new one, which we haven't really put anything into yet. Let me switch over to the other account. How sweet is that, right? So that is pretty awesome, where we can control it all. This is a cool way, like I said. Now, if we get all the agents and stuff on board, which we're going to be launching these digital business cards in the next couple of weeks. We got about 40 of them in the pipe. And everybody's going to have a system like this to where basically they can share their digital business cards with everybody. We're collecting all the data, right? Giving their clients the ability to connect with them, right? Not just connect with them, but hook them up by leaving them reviews if they like their clients, right? And then we have a simple system without having any effort on the agent side that we put together where we can link their Facebook page, their Google My Business page, all back to our own stuff. Have one platform that I created where we can post on everything and control all the content, the data, and everything for the agents, but then give them this awesome tool to not only share themselves and create more of an audience that we can go ahead and market to, but I just showed you now how you could easily take a review from a client that likes you, utilizing these tools to now start catapulting yourself up on Google, where people are searching for you. Because what's cool is when now people are searching for best Medicare agent or best whatever agency or whatever it is that's popping up, okay? And they don't know who you are. Just like if you were shopping for any type of toy, you were shopping for any place to go eat, you're going to go, I want Chinese food in this town. Well, I'm going to look at reviews first, right? I'm not going to go to the place that's got 100 negative reviews. I want to go to the place that's got 100 positive reviews. So why wouldn't anything be different if people are searching for insurance agents or for help in your local area, okay? Google is now showing the local businesses before they're actually promoting the big dogs because they're trying to hook up the local businesses, all right? So you got to get reviews, get on there, utilize your database, create a system like this. If you don't know how to create a system like this, you can always get a hold of me. This is what I do, all right? Anyhow, Chris Banner here. I just wanted to share that because I thought it was really pretty cool that this is all coming together. Take care, guys. Bye.